Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It is Color Me Badland with a quick and brief Q&A on this segment of Dear Color Me. But before we get into that, on my channel we talk about fragrance oils, natural skincare, hair, wigs, weave, love, relationships, and faith. So welcome back. Let's get into it. This is an old question that's been lingering, and I thought it was appropriate to come on and answer this question. You know, somebody asked, Color Me's gonna answer. All right, you ready? Let's get it. So, this question read, Dear Color Me. Now I have to read my own writing because I rewrote this. What's a red flag when getting to know a potential mate? I don't know about there's a whole bandwagon right now about red flags and narcissistic behavior and things of that nature. So that's a huge deal right now. You got a lot of relationship coaches on the internet, social media, telling you what to do, how to do it, when to do it. When the first thing we should probably question with a lot of these people that are coaching people is, first of all, have you ever been in a relationship? Was it successful? If it wasn't successful, what did you learn from it? What is your behavior in a relationship? Those are all things that we need to probably investigate before we start to listen to all these different relationship coaches. I've been on this kick for the last 3 weeks where I've been watching a lot of different channels and YouTube creators that tell you 3 red flags, how to deal with the narcissist, how to break the cycle of choosing the wrong mate or person to date, how to date, how to be a godly woman and date, and all this type of stuff. So I've been reading and watching and studying all these different channels, and some of them and a lot of them have a lot of validity. But the first thing I always question about anyone that gives any type of advice arrogantly is, how did you get your information and data? And and have you ever been in a successful relationship, and or the relationship that you were in that failed? What did you learn? And so that's always important. So we'll start there, because I don't want anybody coming for me saying, well, how do you know? I know. All right. So this is one red flag. I wouldn't call it a red flag, but it would be something that would alert me that I've seen recently from a gentleman that I was gaining acquaintance with. Nothing serious, no feelings or emotions involved, just getting to know someone. And so, this is something that came to me, and I'm like, yeah, no, this ain't it. This ain't even going, we can't even be friends. So this was my answer to this question. I'm going to read it again. Color Me. What's a red flag when first getting to know a potential mate? And my answer was, if he shows up to your door empty-handed or doesn't ask you if there is anything he can bring you on his way. Okay? Now, some may say, and some may think, oh, she's a gold digger. Oh, well, she just wants a guy for what he can do for her, or whatever the case may be. Let me start by defending myself before the wolves come for me. The answer to that is no. First of all, I'm not looking for a mate. I'm waiting to be found. There is a difference. Second of all, yes, I expect the person that is pursuing me to show interest in me the way that a gentleman is supposed to show interest in a female. And that is just being considerate. If you're coming to someone else's home, especially if you're a gentleman coming to a woman's home, a queen, goddess, whatever you want to call her, and you're coming empty handed, what is your purpose for the visit? Okay, so you only have, first of all, you got one thing on your mind. You didn't bring no cups, no ice, nothing, no juice, you know. So you're going to drink up her water, her wine, beer, whatever she's going to entertain you with, or you've already requested prior to your arrival that she spent her hard-earned money for, and you show up with absolutely nothing. Doesn't sound right to me. If a gentleman, a king, is showing interest or showing interest in a woman, if he have to stop at the Quickie Mart and pick up a Mr. Pure juice for $2 just to say, I brought you something, that lets that young lady know that he is interested in more than just her body and what she can do for him and give him to add another notch to his belt. So, yes, we should have standards, ladies. And the thing that I see and I've experienced, you know, in maybe the last 4 or 5 years is you got a lot of gentlemen out here that are preying on women who they think are lonely, desperate, and thirsty, you know. And so that is what I've been seeing. I've seen it, you know. I told you I got 2 dates I got to share with you guys that were the worst dates ever. And you know, it's not that I'm putting anyone on blast or making anyone feel lower than, but if you're going to acquire the attention and entertainment of a female, or whatever your preference is, the intention should be shown in a positive light, even if you only want one thing from a person, and that should be established as well. You know, so that goes on the behalf of the female as well as the gentleman that is pursuing the young lady, you know. But yeah, that's a red flag for me. If you invite a gentleman over, and you know, and ladies, don't feel bad about having gentlemen over. You know, some guys don't have a, you know, decent enough place to invite you over to. You know, or maybe he just wants to come into your world and see how you live, and maybe he wants you to feel comfortable. All visits aren't what I call booty calls or B calls. I'll be more appropriate. But at least he should offer, you know, to bring something. It doesn't have to be food, but it could be whatever he drinks, whether it's water, juice, etc. That is showing that he cares about you and that he's not coming into your home empty-handed. You know, that to me shows that you are a courteous person, that you are generous, and that you are mindful, and just a decent human being. You don't have to be rich to be able to show a person that you are decent. So that's the answer to my question. And you know, ladies, there's nothing wrong with making yourself available to be pursued. We've got all of these perceptions out here right now about don't be thirsty and don't chase a man, and you know, being available or being in the position to be pursued doesn't mean that you're thirsty, lonely, or desperate. It just means that you've put yourself in a position where a said gentleman can approach you, can talk to you, get to know you, and proceed. But if you got, you know, if you keep your walls up and you don't let a person in to kind of see, hear, and feel around, and not, you know, and kind of get to know who you are, you can't be hard all the time. You got to soften up a little bit, ladies. It's okay. You know, you can do it without getting your feelings involved. If things don't work out, your heart won't get broken. You have to learn boundaries and things of that nature, so that if you have to cut your losses, no harm, no foul. Okay? So my answer to that question again is, if he shows up at your front door, you've invited this gentleman over, and he shows up at your front door empty-handed, it's a no-go. All right? That's all I have for now. Thank you for tuning in to Dear Colorme. I really greatly appreciate the question that was sent in to me. I did not disclose the questionnaires' name and where they were from because they asked for me not to do that. Okay, so I like to respect the privacy of those who send those emails and questions to me. I think that's very important. Hopefully that answered your question, and hopefully that helps somebody out there in YouTube land. All right. Sharing is caring. All right, ladies, there's nothing wrong with putting yourself in a position to be pursued. How else you gonna get a man? This is Color Me Bad Lynn saying bye for now. God bless, guys. Make sure you check out some other of my videos. Subscribe to my channel. It'll be down here somewhere. It might be up here. All right. Click that notification bell. So each and every time I upload a new video, you will be notified. If you can't watch it when it first hits YouTube, you can save it for later. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Again, God bless. Peace.